Let's look at how to round these numbers to the indicated place. In rounding, you always look at the number one place value past your rounding place. And always you have to remember your rounding rule. So if the number that you're looking at is greater than or equal to 5, you're going to round up. If the number that you are looking at is less than 5, you're going to round down. And here we have ourselves a decimal place chart, because sometimes it is helpful to have this chart on hand. All right, now let's look at how to round 5.0844 to the nearest tenth. So the first step is to locate your place value. So the 10th place is the 0. And you can confirm that on the decimal place value chart. Right after the decimal point, you have your 10th place. And now the digit that follows 0 is 8. And 8 is greater than 5. So we're going to increase the 0 by 1. This is what we call the rounding up. Okay, and all these digits that follows the 0 will reduce to 0. So you can either write this as 5.1000, or you can just leave this as 5.1. It doesn't matter. And for 0.9631, you want to locate your place value. So the 10th place is the 9, and the digit that follows 9 is 6, which is greater than 5. So we're going to increase the 9 by 1. So we have 10, and you carry over the 1 to the whole number. So that becomes 1.0. And all the digit that follows the 9 will reduce to 0. Now, if you want to round 5.0844 to the nearest hundredth, you follow the same steps. You want to locate the 100th place, which is the 8. And the digit that follows 8 is less than 4. Sorry, less than 5. Okay, the digit that follows 8 is 4, which is less than 5. So you're going to leave the 8 as it is. And this is what we call the rounding down. And all these digits that follows the 8 will reduce to 0. And for 0.9631, the 100th place is the 6. And the digit that follows 6 is 3, which is less than 5. So we're going to keep 6 as it is. This is also rounding down. And all the digit that follows 6 will reduce to 0. And for the last part, you want to round 5.0844 to the nearest 10. And since 5.0844 does not have a 10th digit, a 0 is understood to be to the left of the ones digit in the first decimal. So you can rewrite that number as 05.0844. And the 0 here is our 10th place. And you can confirm that on your decimal place value chart. Before the decimal point, you have your ones, and you have your tens. All right. So now you look at the digit that follows the 0, which is 5. And if it is 5 or greater, you're going to round up. So you're going to increase the 0 by 1. And you want to insert a 0 in the ones place and drop all the decimal places. So this is 10. And for 0.9631, again, this 0.9631 does not have a 10th digit. So a 0 is understood to be to the left of the ones digit in the first decimal. So you can rewrite this number as 00.9631. The 0 here is your 10th place. And the digit that follows the 0 is 0, which is less than 5. So you're going to keep the 0 as it is. So you have 0, and you want to insert a 0 in the ones place and drop all the decimal places. All right. I hope that this helps. It makes a little sense. Thanks so much for listening.